Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryan. These guys got it done in the 4-5 game last week. They face another tough one. The first carry for King Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
A game 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be close to the first down. Just a yard short on the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. good for a Raven first down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Middle. To what? Running. Shot.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans 38.
2nd and 5.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Shot.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they come up to face 3rd and 5. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. Moving left. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Now, Jackson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he is going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run Why not use them, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can...
It's hot! Hey, middle!
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Flowers with the catch. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We roll on here on this divisional round Sunday. 2 more final scores to get to, and then we'll know the AFC-NFC title game matchups. But first, let's look back at Saturday's action. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The 49ers at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's the tight end, Tucker Kraft. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's Bo Nix. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Broncos are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll take this to about the 28. That's Henry Toto on the tackle.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
13.
And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 6. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up to the end.
3 yards. That's good. Baltimore, first down. First and 10.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
We'll go with a drop play here on 2nd down. Fighting on tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
It's just been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Handoff here, up the middle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Henry Toto on the tackle.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Now it's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Sit up! Ready! Listen up! Sit up!
Here's a run. This defense backed up. But they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Let's go. Hands up. Alright. 180. Hands up.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
Sit on! Sit on! Sit on!
They'll try to run with their fullback. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the foul.
Now to the 30-yard line. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and
10. 2nd and 10.
Sit on! Look! Sit on! 180!
To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Baltimore.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Hands up! Sit on! 180!
Back to throw, Jackson. One punt for Dante Lester. And a penalty flag down in the backfield. They finally get him down, but I'm not sure if this is going to stand. That Washington Husky, Roger Rosengarten. Throwing Jackson. Rushed to his left. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Jackson now on the run to the right. Now he takes off, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Third and long for Jackson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean,
they'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Plenty of time, all three timeouts left. It's first and 10.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! Hey!
They'll stick to the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his right, taking off, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's first down.
Sit on! 180!
Jackson looking to throw. That one caught by Weston. And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Here is first and goal.
180! 180!
Now, Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.